Are we ready to get started? Yes, resounding yes.
There you go.
Hi, good morning. Hey guys, Greg's here. How's everyone doing? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Happy belated birthday to Liska too, looking fabulous as always. Okay, I'm gonna channel my inner Yana. Okay, Yana and Nimesh and our ALC are at the ALC clinic right now, and so you are stuck with me and Rui, and I trust we're gonna have a great time anyway.
Stuck with her.
Yeah, you're stuck with me. But you know how Yana starts our meeting with, let's do some bucket fills. Who has a new baby, a new divorce, a new car, a new listing? She emphasizes the divorce, which is great. Sherry has something to say. Who can run a mic for us? Sherry probably has a new listing. Oh, received. Come on in.
Okay, I have a new listing in approximately 2 weeks. We're in the
Okay.
stage of decluttering right now.
Loving that.
It's out in Richmond in the country, gated neighborhood.
Okay.
0.83 acres, 5-bedroom,
Ooh.
4 bath, 2 bedrooms down. I'm going to list it for $895. It does have a pool and a spa. It's an absolutely gorgeous home. It's going to sell fast.
Beautiful. If you have a buyer that needs a house like that, talk to Sherry. That's great. Liska's hand is up. Tell me something good.
Good morning or afternoon. Yes, I have a listing that just had a great price improvement.
Okay.
It is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath in Glendale Lakes for $350,000, and the builder is selling for $50,000 more. So it is a great
Ooh,
property.
and I love the language she used. She used price improvement, not price drop. Okay.
Is it a
Price
Saratoga home?
improvements are hard to come by
Saratoga
these
home?
days, so great job.
Sure.
Great job. Who else? Who else? Give us some good news, y'all. Mandy has something to say. I love that. Personal wins are great too.
So my oldest is in his 3rd year of college and he goes to Maryland. Well, not to Maryland. He's in Maryland and we never see him until Christmas. But this year, one of our family friends has like thousands of airline points and he's going to fly him home to us for Thanksgiving.
Yay. We get to see AJ. I love that. Wild that your son is also in college, by the way. Okay. Because I feel like he was in elementary school when I met you. All right. Anybody online? Anyone online have some good news to share? I don't even know how to find you if you are. So lame. Okay. One more. Chrissy just got here. Christy, you got some good news? Want to share something? She's like, absolutely not.
No.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. Let's go ahead and start by welcoming our lunch sponsor. Kevin, where did you go? There you are. Come on up. What? Bring your people. No, Kevin rolls with the squad. I love it. I love it.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Oh, come on. How you doing?
I mean, I'm great.
Very good. So I know a lot of you. If I don't know you, my name is Kevin Davidson. I'm the Business Development Officer for Stewart Title right around the corner and in the Richmond office. Represent 2 offices. I have 5 escrow officers. This is Van Wynn.
Hello.
She's awesome, by the way.
She speaks 4 languages. Can anybody guess which 4?
English.
Okay, good job there. There's one.
Spanish and Mandarin.
Vietnamese and Mandarin. Okay. Now, I'm not going to tell you that she's going to win any contest doing it, but she can speak the language, is good enough to get things done. So if you need anybody that speaks a specific language out there, she can definitely help you. 2 things I want to mention. Number one, I want to thank everybody or anybody that came to our grand opening for the Sugarland. This is actually on from the Sugarland office a week or so ago. We had over about 100 people that showed up, and it was great. So thank you. We're in a new office right in the Co-America building on the corner of 59 and Derry Ashford. And I want to mention December 9th.
Oh. December.
If anybody ever been to one of my crawfish boils, there's usually anywhere from 150 to 200 people there. We're doing a Christmas party on, what did I say?
Matthias.
December 9th. December 9th. And it's going to be at the Richmond office, catered with Christmas dinner. Santa Claus will be there with gifts.
Stop traffic. We're
All
all
right. So keep your eyes out. We'll say hi.
Hi.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Perfect.
Kevin.
Short and sweet. I love it. I love it.
So yeah, thanks to Kevin for asking us to participate with him. I'm Jonathan Lang, Texas Real Estate Inspection Services. That's me. We are home inspectors. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I have a crew that has been with me for a minimum of 6 years, 10 years, 6 and 11 years respectively. And so they're all seasoned inspectors. We service Harris and the 5 surrounding counties. We'll inspect everything from ranch property to condos. So if you need it done, we'll be able to take care of it. We do wood destroying insect inspections as well. Skilled at working with the VA on WDIs and those types of issues, and do pool inspections. I'm a licensed mold assessment consultant. So if it needs to be done, we can inspect it. Jonathan Lang, Texas Real Estate Inspection Services. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much for providing lunch. We so appreciate it. Awesome. I don't know if that's right. That's great. Okay. Awesome. Let's move on. Let's talk about how full our calendar is for the remainder of this month and also December. Okay. And there's stuff that's happening that might not even be on here. Okay. So as a gentle but also necessary reminder, okay, you have likely received an email from HAR reminding you that your annual membership dues, Abdul's like, yeah, I got the email, okay? Your annual membership fees are due for 2026. I don't know, Norman, if you want to speak on that, or we had a contest or something before, if we still do. But yeah, the HAR dues.
Okay.
They just came out, they weren't available before, they had it last TV.
Listen, Liska, listen, we're doing the best we can. Okay. So Norman, you want to speak about this?
Okay, I'll speak about this one here.
Great.
Okay, so every year we have this contest here, right? You get to get your HAR dues paid. There's 2 chances to get it. If you pay by November the 30th, I was going to say before November 30th, you get 2 tickets in it, okay, in the drawing. So then in December, when we get our first team meeting, we'll pick the tickets from there,
Woohoo.
right?
How much are HAR dues, y'all? That's a big deal.
Come on, what was it? $490.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It is $490 now. Okay. Okay. $490. So you get
Okay,
two
so it's a
tickets.
lot of money. Let's go back to Norman.
You get 2 tickets for paying it by November the 30th. They will stay in the raffle thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The picking. And then anybody that pays by December 31st, you get a ticket in there too. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means November's people get more chances to win.
Look at that.
So traditionally, yes, about 85% is from the Novembers. Okay. Yeah. And then because you got more chances, you got more tickets in there, you got more chances.
That's math. That math.
Yeah,
Okay?
that math
I
is-
said math 5 times.
That math is madness.
The math is mathed. We like it. Okay. So thank you. So bottom line, you have received an email to remind you that your HAR dues are due, and they're for 2026, right? You're prepaying your 2026 annual dues. We are here to help you save money. So the sooner you get your dues paid, the more chances you have to win our raffle drawing to have us reimburse your dues. Okay. No matter what, though, your HAR dues are due. What a due. Okay. Are due by December 31st. If not, Andy St. Jean will call you and she will not be happy. Okay. Let's move on. Norman will call you first, and then Andy will call you, and then she will not be happy. Okay?
Norman, who smiles all the time, will not be smiling.
Yeah. So in case you missed the memo, moving on to fun stuff, okay? In case you missed the memo, Majestic Title is hosting a vision board and goal setting workshop today in this very room from 1 to 3 p.m. 1 to 3 p.m. Christina, you want to say anything about that since you're here and you look great? Okay. Hobby Lobby, we love it. Okay. In case you didn't hear that, show up, get creative. She has Hobby Lobby. Great. Loving that. We love Hobby Lobby. Who wants to talk about this? Rui does.
All right.
So this on the 14th, which is this Friday,
This Friday.
from 9:30 to 11 here, right in our room, we're gonna have Albie Vass speak about boosting your business with ChatGPT. If I remember Yana saying that he built his business on referrals, so
Yes.
he's going to be able to tell you how to do that, but at a much better scale. So if you guys have the opportunity, be here at 9:30 in the morning. Please do not be late.
Yes, this will be in person only, of
Yes.
course, and Albie's coming in from Vegas. He's a top producing agent, Keller Williams, out of Vegas. I think the Summerlin office is where he's located, but he'll be here to talk about a bunch of fun things with ChatGPT and how we can all make our lives easier with AI, which we love. Okay, awesome. All right, talk about this too.
All right. So next Monday, the 17th, we have a training with John Prescott, the Wealth Building Business Planning Clinic. It is invite only for
Invite
the top
only.
50.
Don't just pop seen on this one. You'll get tonight.
Yeah. So if you've been invited, you will most likely have received an email already for this. Please RSVP as soon as possible because this is an invite only event. We're trying to plan for it accordingly.
Yes.
So again, it's Monday, 9 to 3:30 p.m.
Okay. Oh, my absolute favorite day of the entire year. Okay. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna eat everything that's here. Your girl loves to eat. Okay. Next Wednesday, every team meeting before Thanksgiving, we do our Thanksgiving potluck. There will be so much food here that you will not be able to see straight, and I promise you, okay? So instead of having a team meeting, next week we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do our October awards, and we're all gonna eat so much that our eyeballs are gonna hurt. It's gonna be a fun day. So we are encouraging all of you to join us, be here. This is one that you cannot participate equally on Zoom. I'm so sorry. So be here with us. Bring your favorite dish and enjoy each other's company. Y'all, last year and years before, it's not just traditional Thanksgiving dishes, which makes it even more fun. Bring your own Tupperware container. Do it, I promise you. And that we have some leftovers as well. But there's all kinds of food from different cultures, different restaurants that are local. I think I heard Melanie Horn's making gumbo. She is going to make gumbo. I don't know if she knows that or not, but she's going to do it. And so bring food, eat food, enjoy some company, and we're going to have some fun before we all take a break for Thanksgiving. Yay.
And bring your stretchy pants because you're
Bring
going to
your
need
stretchy
it.
pants. Yeah, don't even. Just come in your pajamas. I don't know if Jamie Cassins is here, but next Thursday, November 20th, we're having a feng shui class that is sponsored by or set up by our local DEI committee. November 20th here in the training room from 9 to 11. She has a host coming to speak about how through the art of feng shui, our sellers can actually get their house sold faster, oddly. I know Jamie's worked in that space before and has had success with it. So she's excited to share with us how we can use that art form to get our listing sold.
So she is asking that you guys please RSVP for this
Yes.
event as soon as possible. The contact information is there. You'll see it on the whiteboard. They're trying to take head count so they can prepare for this accordingly as well.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Lots of learning. And then Andy St. Jean, our broker, will be joining us on Oh, I'm like, where's the date on this? On Monday, December 1st from 9 to 4:30 in the training room here to host her annual business planning clinic. If you are flying blind into 2026, we want to encourage all of you to have a goal established and an action plan to achieve your goal. So join us and join Andy on Monday, December 1st to plan your business for 2026. Oh my gosh. Where is Brad?
Brad, he's probably at ALC. No?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
he's
even
at
just said that. Okay. I talk about this sometime.
All right. So Brad, you know, he loves Neri's Promise. He's done a lot of work with them in the past, including our last Red Day was actually over there.
Great.
So they're doing what they call Bring Christmas to Life for 200 families. They're taking donations. They're doing all kinds of different things at Neri's Promise, Tuesday, December 2nd from 9:30 to 2 p.m. Again, there is a sign up for this, so please do sign up as soon as you see this outside.
Yeah. It's the season of giving. Go help.
Barbara?
Perfect.
Yes.
Huge
Yeah.
fan of that. Love
So
that.
if you like to give money instead of your time, all good. We'll figure that out as well.
Me. Let me know. Okay. How many of you know who Diana Kokoska is? Well, no wonder no one signed up for this. Dale, I know you know who she is. Yeah. How do we explain Diana Kokoska, Mandy? Okay. Diana Kokoska is one of the most powerful female business leaders in our industry. Okay, she is the former, I guess, VP of MAPS coaching. She also is the author of the original Bold. For any of you that have taken Bold or know what Bold is, the national training that Keller Williams teaches or hosts, Diana is the author of Bold. She's a very powerful speaker. Yana has the pleasure of being in kind of her close-knit circle. So Diana is going to be here on December 4th. Y'all, our training calendar is packed to the end of the year, which is great and also exhausting at the same time. But we want to make sure that we're providing y'all with so much value to help you get your mindset right, your goals planned, everything that you need to have the most successful year in 2026, whatever that means for you. So Diana will be here on December 4th, 9 to noon. Breakfast is included, so sign up for that no matter what. But there is a small investment of $29. And guys, that's super simple. $29 gets you into the session, breakfast, which hello, and then her book. Okay, she's also a published author. So join us on December 4th to learn more about becoming more in real estate and life with Diana Kokoska. She's a joy to listen to. And then Nimesh is doing something in December. I'm kidding. We'll go back. Every year, twice a year, Nimesh hosts a week-long training event called Camp KW. And it's a lot of Nimesh, and sometimes that's okay. So, but he'll have some guest speakers come through every now and then. But you can see here that December 8th through 12th, we'll have the exact times of each of those Camp KW events coming up soon. If you don't know who Nimesh is, come to Camp KW and you can learn from him. But it's a great opportunity, again, to like supercharge your activities for your business for 2026. Lots of good stuff coming there. Okay, have I missed anything? Probably. But since Greg's here, Greg, okay? He's going to share some updates from the marketing department.
Oh, this is great. All right,
Take
cool.
it away, Greg.
How's everyone doing? Awesome. So my name is Greg St. Four. I'm the marketing director here at your office. Just got a few updates for you guys. So I know yesterday, all of you should have received a flyer for the toy drive. Everyone got it? Cool. Barbie, want to quickly explain the toy drive really fast?
Right here, 6 years, and it's been very, very successful. We will collect toys in our office. We'll have 3 boxes throughout the office. Bring your toys unwrapped, and new, please, and bring them in. And don't forget about the preteens and the teenagers. They always get left out. But we've grown every year, so please bring your donations. They will pick them up on December 15th.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then now when you're doing the reason why we make sure you have flyers is it can be marketed to the general public. So you can use it for your own marketing, your newsletters, your social media, etc. Is encouraged. I know I put out a video that Barbara did in front of the box. All of you can do your own promo video for the toy drive, right? So you can promote it as your own toy drive for your business. So I recommend that all of you do that. That's one. And at the end of the toy drive, the more toys you collect, the easier you can have for marketing to promote the success of the toy drive. So a lot of agents did take advantage of that in the past where we have a whole bunch of toys. You get to do a video right in front of it and say, thank you to everyone who helped donate that. So kind of everyone able to generate, it makes it easier, right? All of you, of course, can host your own toy drive, but that could be a little bit harder. We have this all set up. And then just as the public can donate toys, you yourself can also donate toys, all right? So like it's a big, of course, it's to give where we live, and that's a big part of what we do as an office, but it's still a big marketing opportunity for all of you, right? So you can do multiple touches, announcing it during the collection, of course, when we have everything collected. So thank you, Barbara, for that. Cool. So that's the toy drive. All right, so I'm also doing another Canva class. I know people have been asking about that. So on December 2nd at 2 p.m., I know we're doing Brad has that thing ends at 2 o'clock. Well, afterwards, I'll be doing this class on Canva. So I'm gonna go into like how to utilize templates, how to create your own custom templates as well. So maybe some of you have your own branding and you want to leverage a different layout than what's already there. I'm gonna go into that. I'm in the way again. I do that to me every single time. Oh, cool. Yeah. And then I'm also going to some of the Canva AI features. So my goal is to make sure you guys maximize utilizing Canva. All of you guys have Canva Pro. I know that was rolled out in September, so some of you may still be adjusting to it. And it is a big deal. Canva is like is the #1 design tool. So it's something that you guys all have in the toolbox, right? But it's only useful if you use it. So I want to make sure you guys are getting the most for it. So I'm doing that class. It's going to be about an hour and a half. Of course, bring your laptop. I'll have certain things ready for you. So it's going to be a really, really great class. just a heads up, next on the 19th, I do my evening session. This is where I go through a whole bunch of, I'm in the way again. I go through a bunch of KW, all the marketing resources, technology available. So if you just kind of need to touch up on everything, this is a really great session. It's about an hour. It's in the evening. So whether you're experienced or not, it's a really great time. And I do a Q&A as well. So normally it's like maybe 20, 25 people on it. So, I do some time for Q&A. So if you have a question, you're probably not the only one that has it. And just a reminder, every Monday, I do a Zoom session, just going through marketing services and resources as well. So like I've had people jump in 3, 4, 5 times because there's something it took them a while to understand. You can ask the same question once, twice, 3, 10 times. That's fine. My goal is to make this available for you. It's only 30 minutes, but I do it every week. So that's been going really well. Maybe last time, maybe 20 agents was logged on to that. So like if it's something that you need help with, jump in. So that's what I got for you guys. My name is Greg St. Fort. Feel free to reach out to me if you need anything. Bye.
I mean, I am thrilled that Greg is here because I don't think we could have explained any of that at that level. But a lot of marketing opportunities for you to learn how to workshop Canva, how to leverage the marketing resources that we have at our office. What?
You're turned on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't want to say something inappropriate on camera or on a microphone. Turn it off. Thank you. Y'all can hear me anyway. So, but I also love that we have the opportunity as an office, y'all, to leverage something like the toy drive. And in case you missed what Greg just explained, the goal here is that each and every one of you can use this toy drive and promote it as if it were your own event. This is a fantastic opportunity for all of you to engage with your database, to engage with your social media followers, and market this as if you are doing it on your own, but the office is doing it for you. So take advantage of this opportunity to get in touch with the people who you already know, okay? Woo! Norman, say something smart.
Say something smart.
Say something smart.
Oh my goodness.
Is that your photo or is that AI?
That's AI. Yeah, I know. I've been playing with AI a lot, haven't I?
Joe, was it Joe who just said that's a good photo, right?
It cleans it up way too much, but okay. So I'm your tech director, your market center trainer also, but look, have any of y'all got these emails? Scam emails? Huh?
Time out. Is anyone checking their email?
Yeah.
Because everyone should have got an email like this.
Okay.
It came out yesterday.
Okay.
For the second time.
So it's been rampant through San Antonio, and now it's hitting the Houston area too. Okay, so you're gonna get them. It's not that you're not gonna get them. You're gonna get them. There's no way to stop them because it's just regenerating a new email address. It's just finding a way around everything. So you're gonna get these. Be careful, okay? So KW is not gonna ask you to give away your information. Okay, if it does, I will let you know that you need to answer these emails because we did have to do it at one point in time. But not only that, you're getting all kinds of other stuff. It's crazy. These guys are using AI to figure out all different ways to reach you.
Losers.
If they worked as hard as they did doing this stuff, they can make a lot of money. Well, they do make a lot of money. I'm sorry.
Hope no one's a scam artist in here because, ouch.
I heard that they do make a lot of money. So the guy that came in that did the class, he was wonderful. I've heard things that I haven't heard before, and I've attended a lot of cybersecurity stuff. Okay, and they mentioned a lot of things, but he did say a few things that I did not hear from anybody else. So, but anyhow, Christina was wonderful enough to get the classes in different offices. And this class here we already had it here at this office. But if you missed it, the signature office will have it next Tuesday at, I think the time changed. Yeah, time changed to 2 p.m. I'm sorry, I didn't change this one here, but I'm glad I caught it instead of saying 9:30, But it's at 2 p.m. at the signature office next Tuesday. I guarantee you, you will be amazed by what he will talk about, okay, and tell you. So, did anybody see these
I did.
posted? Okay. Where do you think I made this?
Canva?
Canva. I made it in Canva. Okay. I was frantically looking to see where I can make it, and I went through Canva and I went, and it's done. Okay. It was that easy. Okay. I'm going to come to your class.
Say, come to Greg's class.
I'm
learn how
coming to his class
Yeah.
too. You know, I said I was going to do a Canva class, but all of a sudden they keep throwing more stuff in there. There's more stuff. There's at a point in time, I'm just going to have to stop and say, this is what I'm going to teach.
Yeah.
All right. So you have the Canva Enterprise, which is the pro account. We only have like 30-something% of y'all signed up, like 100 and something. That's not a whole lot. Okay.
Well, they're not checking their email, Norman. No wonder they're not.
Yeah,
Canva.
I don't know, man. Yes, Liska. Email me real quick, okay? And I'll send you the instructions on how to get your refund. How much time do you have on your paid account? Yeah, 6 more months,
Like,
5 more
when
months?
does it renew?
Yeah. Okay, well, you get some money back. Don't keep paying for it because you have this. And I'll show you also,
A minute.
huh?
Okay, nothing.
Okay, and I'll show you how to transfer your templates from that one to this one. Because a lot of people are asking about how do I transfer it. But to get to your Canva, I know it's behind that. So you click on the settings, go to settings. You got to copy your UID, right? Your Keller Williams unique ID for you. And then you go to this little link on your command homepage. And when you click on it, it'll ask you for an email. So you use that number at canva.kw.com, and that's how you log in. Okay? So that's your account there, and that's how you log in with that. You can't use your KW email. And then when you log in, you should see the Canva. Did I miss something?
You could go to canva.kw.com.
Listen, let's not complicate this.
But
Yeah.
kw.com is going to actually a command credentials. And you can log in.
Okay, good. I was going this way. Okay. But yeah, get into it, take his class. When mine's come out, take mine. Okay. So I'm going to see what he teaches too. All right.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Awesome. So, okay, Rui, I don't know about you, but what I just heard from Norman was don't trust anybody and you can cancel your Canva Pro account. Is that kind of what you got away from that?
I did. And
Okay.
also go in and play with Canva before your class. So by the time you get to the class, you have some questions that you can actually answer, and these guys will be able to help you quite a bit.
I'm gonna dial that back just a bit. Before you go to any of their classes, make sure you can log into Command.
Yes. And
You are so welcome. Can I just like blanket statement before you attend any, again, I'm going to say it louder for people in the back. Okay. Before you attend one of Greg's classes on anything marketing related, or one of Norman's classes on anything command related, okay? Or before you call us and say, I need to write an offer, make sure you can log into Command. Please, 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 please. Okay? I didn't even intend to say that, and we're going to go ahead and move on. Okay, perfect. So we have a special guest here today. And most of you probably have no idea who he is. And that's okay, because in the next 30 minutes, what time is it?
just after 12:30.
Okay.
11:30, sorry.
Is that clock working now? Okay, great. Sure. So in the next 30 minutes, you're going to feel like you know him really, really well. And so we're going to welcome Mr. Dale Ross up to the podium. Okay, come on up. And Dale, I know you've been prompted with some things that you want to share with us, okay? But let's start out by you telling us who you are.
Okay.
And how you got here. He's Dale Ross, by the way. Okay. Do you want the lapel mic, or do you want to use that? Do you want that mic or this mic?
I prefer no mic.
Well,
That's
the
okay.
people on Zoom need to hear you, Dale.
Oh,
Okay.
on Zoom. Okay, how about this one?
So Dale's here to share with us today on how he built his real estate business. He's going to go into a bunch of details on who he is and how he got to where he is today. And then Dale, take it away. We're thrilled
All
to
right,
have you
thank
here.
you very much. It's great to be here. I can tell this office is very progressive about all of the marketing programs that you guys offer everyone. And I highly recommend that you attend as many of those as possible. I got back into real estate in 1981, so I've been a realtor going on 45 years now. And, back when they invented dirt. And my approach, everyone's approach back then was very low I, right? Now you have all this AI stuff, which is great. But I do have a confession regarding what Sarah said just a minute ago. I have no idea how to log into Command. I was with Remax for close to 30 years, and then I joined Keller Williams in 2010. Something else that piqued my interest, Diana Kokoska. She is just the ultimate of the ultimate in Keller Williams. Diana Kokoska and I, gosh, I haven't seen her in probably 12, 13 years. She was my personal coach for a while, right after I joined KW from Remax. Our office was the #1 Remax in the entire state, and we converted over to Keller Williams in 2010. So if you have a chance, if you can afford that, what is it, $29 or $30, whatever it is, you need to come see Diana Kokoska. She will eat you up and spit you out, and you'll enjoy it. She is you asked how to describe her a while ago. Nothing short of a 5-foot bull. That's about how tall she is. Right, exactly. Thank you. So anyway, I was asked here today to talk about marketing. So, I had a coach at one time back in 2007. Wasn't a MAPS coach. I was still with Remax then. But we were talking about my goals on our very first phone call. And he asked me what I wanted to do. And I said, I want to list more homes. So he said, well, a good thing about that is if you have all the listings, you'll have all the sales, right? And whenever you have a listing, that sign in the yard promotes getting more listings. And it's very important, let's just start right there with signs, to have very nice, good looking signs. And whenever there's a change in the listing, a price reduction, or maybe you have a swimming pool on there, as soon as it comes under contract, you get a pending sign out there on that sign, because sellers notice that. And whether you think they do or not, they really do. But over the years, I have found one thing that has made me probably close to $4 million in commissions. And it's my bread and butter. Now, I still do Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising. I don't do it myself because I suck at social media. I barely know how to turn on a computer. And I pay someone else to do it. I know they can do it better. It's expensive, but it's already returned 5x of what I've invested in it this year. And what's interesting about that is I actually had someone doing it for 3 years prior to, and there were no responses from it, just zero. And that's because she wasn't a professional social media maker. So unbeknownst to me, my wife came in on like January the 3rd, and she said, I hired a social media expert. And I said, what? I said, it doesn't work. I've been doing it for 3 years. It doesn't work. And I look at Facebook at least once a month, if that. So, we hired this social media person, and they're expensive. We're paying like $1,700 a month for it. However, they have their own photographer, they have their own script writers, they have their own everything. I meet with them for 2 hours every other month. We make videos, we take pictures, we do all this stuff. And out of that 2 hours every other month, they are able to create 2 months worth of posts for me. And already this year, those posts, because the marketing that my bread and butter is designed and targeted at older people, but the social media marketing is designed to attract, younger people, a younger crowd. And 4 years, or this year, I can attribute 4 listings to the social media marketing that we're doing to the tune of about $70,000 in commissions. So it's paid off very well. But it matters to come in, learn your Canvas stuff. Learn everything you can possibly learn, because not everybody can afford to pay the price in order to get someone else to do it. But I would also recommend, and maybe it's outside of this office, that you take some social media courses in order to understand what the algorithms are, all the hashtags that should be out there. A very interesting thing was whenever I hired the Instagram people, I think I had 300 followers from the past 3 years. It's when we started the Instagram account, and now it's up over a couple thousand. And I get a lot of people looking at it. Who here knows who Tampa Bray is? Okay. She's on Instagram. I recommend you look her up. She is a realtor in Tampa, Florida. She has hundreds of thousands of followers, but the videos that she makes, I have no idea how she gets permission to make those videos as a real estate agent from her customers or whoever she's getting permission from to do them. But it's typically the things that are kind of outlandish that get the biggest response, right? And honestly, she's probably making more from Instagram than she is as a real estate agent. There's another agent in Kentucky. Her name's Kelly Mathis. Same thing there. She does a lot of Instagram, has a lot, hundreds of thousands of followers. I checked last year because I was wondering, is she doing real estate or is she doing social media? She had like 17 sales, but she's probably making more from Instagram than she is from real estate. But anyway, I am here to talk about how to survive in the market we're in. So in the market that we're in right now, a lot of people, about 20% of you are going to make a lot of money. In fact, that top 20% is going to make 90% of the income over the next year. So whenever you are thinking about what you're going to be doing, you have to figure out who is your target. Is your target older people, younger people, first-time buyers, luxury, and then cater to that particular type of buyer or seller. So if you're just kind of using a shotgun approach, yeah, that might work. But whenever you focus in on exactly what your target is, that's when you're going to start concentrating your efforts. It's going to make life a little bit easier because you can predict who your buyer or seller is going to be, and you can concentrate on learning how to approach that type of customer. Is everybody with me? So I have a saying that I promote to my group, and it's you catch what you fish for. Right? If you're using a big hook and a big bait, you're going to catch big fish. If you're using a little hook and a little bait, you're going to catch little fish. And it doesn't matter what you're catching as long as you're catching, right? So anyway, this particular market is going to be dominated by the people who get out there, and I just call it showing up to do the business. Open houses is a very inexpensive way to get customers, and it's still a great way to get customers. The open house attendance has gone down a little bit. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. But I'm a freak about numbers and ratios and all that junk. You're probably going to net one customer, if your communication skills are good, out of every 10 that walk into an open house. You may have 3 in one open house, 4 in the next one, and 3 in the next one. Out of those 10, if you're really good at communicating, then you'll probably net one of those people. 7 of them are going to be working with an agent already. 2 of them, they're going to be looky-loos. And then that one person, that's all you need to make that open house worthwhile. So I've had a team since 2002, and I had one agent on the team. He did 8 open houses every month. He would do 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, every weekend. And he was making about $300,000 a year just off the open houses. Great communication skills. He's now out on his own. He's an agent in our office, and he's still killing it with the open houses. So if you don't have a lot of money to spend on marketing, then open houses are an easy way to get customers. Whenever you're at the open house, I hold open houses very seldom. I don't work with buyers. I haven't worked with buyers in 15 years. I just go in there. I don't ask people for anything. When they come into the open house, I greet them. I give them a brochure for the house and my business card. And it still rings true. About 1 in 10 will come to me or contact me within a few days, either after the open house or during the open house, and say, hey, I'd like to talk to you about buying a home or selling my home. So open houses are a good way to get business on a low budget. And, whenever you're talking about budgeting, does everybody in here have a budget for your marketing? Because some people don't. Your marketing budget should be about 10% of your gross income. So if you're making $100,000 a year, your marketing budget should be around 10. And if you're doing it right, it's going to grow every single year, regardless of what the market does. If I guaranteed you, if you gave me $10,000 and I guaranteed you in 18 months, I'll give you back $100,000 guaranteed, who would take that investment? Everybody, right? Well, that's what the real estate business is like. You have to invest, and hardly anyone starts a business without investment. Whenever times were bad, if you were here in 2008, the market got really funky because of all the maturity of the bonds and the loans that they had been making up to that point. And we had a lull in the market. And that's when I had my coach. And I told him, hey, the market's kind of cranky here. And he said, well, don't stop doing what you're doing. And I knew in order to keep doing what I was doing, because my marketing budget back then was $100,000 a year. I was right up until 2008, I was having about $1 million a year in GCI. So I told him, I said, his name was Mike. I said, Mike, I just don't have it. And he said, can you borrow it? And I just kind of, went silent. Can I borrow $100,000? Well, he talked me into it. And I went out and borrowed that $100,000 to support my business. Within 3 months, I was able to pay that $100,000 lien off or loan off because the marketing that I did just exploded. And why do you think that is? What happens when real estate agents start having a bad experience in the business? They quit what? They quit spending money. They quit marketing, or they shrink it back. And it's okay to shrink it back. Just keep it going. The thing I do, though, I still do mail outs. Mandy used to be on my team a long time ago, and I was doing mail outs back then, wasn't I? So this newspaper is responsible for millions and millions and millions of dollars of GCI for me. And it's expensive. It goes out to 13,000 homes 6 times a year. Each time I send it out, and I used to send it out every single month when the market was great, but I shrunk back a little bit, but I'm continuing to do it. But each issue cost me about $8,000. So that's $8,000 I'm putting into it. And I've been doing it for so long. It's about 2009. Whenever my coach told me, if you have all the listings, you'll have all the sales. And I started out with 1,800 of these. And I've grown it up to 13,000. My goal is still to get to 20,000. Of course, the more you mail out, the cheaper it gets. It's not cheap, but for what you get in return, the return on it is pretty good. So, the return on this newspaper in the peak of the market for me was about 13x. I mean, it was rolling. For the past couple of years, it's returned down to 5x. But 5x is still pretty good on your money, right? Whenever you're sending out to so many people. So it's something that I focus on. It takes me about probably 30 hours to create one of these issues. I have a professional publication company. It's called Discover Publications. They put it all together for me. They look at my ads, they take my information, they typeset it. I guess that's an old word. They create the format for it. They mail it out for me, write them a check. But if you can only start out with 100 and you start out with mailer cards, that's fine too, because mailer cards, you're going to hear all the people trying to sell the shiny new stuff. Mailer cards don't work anymore. Yes, they do. Mailer cards work. Everything works, but nothing works if you're not doing it, right? So I know that my target that I'm sending this out to, I live in Katy and market in Katy, probably 90% of the people in Katy are petroleum related. So they are engineers, right? So what are engineers like? Numbers, detail. Now, when you go out and talk to them about selling their house, that's what they want to live by is the numbers. And you have to kind of ease them into the emotional thing. So what I put in my newspaper is lots of charts. They love this. I'll go out to a listing appointment that I get a call from on the newspaper, and they'll have a stack of them there for the past 2 years. And I thought, oh my God. And they'll have a spreadsheet, some of them. So, you know, we look at the information, but I always tell them, you know, the information's what it was back then. It's historical. It's not necessarily what's happening today, and they get the picture. But I also have numbers, lots of numbers. And it does take a while. I write every article that's in here by myself. Sometimes I sell ads to the newspaper, but I don't want to junk it up with a bunch of ads. But, you know, it takes about 30 hours to put it together, put my houses that I have for sale and or sold on here, and it's my newspaper. And it has shelf life because people hang on to it. And if I'm going to, the other day, I took my car in to get new tires. And I took a stack of them in, threw them on the table with all the magazines. I went up to the counter. By the time I got finished talking to the guy, they were all in somebody's hands. So, you know, you can take them to the doctor's office, the dentist's office. Sometimes you want to ask to make sure you're not, you know, wearing out your welcome there. But most of the time they'll say yes. But it does have shelf life, and it returns a lot of money. Your mailer cards, they have to have a good message, either a quirky message or something that relates to real estate. You know, some of the mailer cards, whenever I used to send the mailer cards, some of the quirky things that I said on the mailer cards, on one side, it would just be all about me, and that would be the mailer side. But, you know, on the other side, it would be, do you know what your neighbors were doing last night? You know, your neighbors got just exactly what they deserved. That nosy neighbor, they're gone now. So you think about, you know, those messages that you can create those mailer cards with to make them look at it, right? And then you have just sold and just listed on half of the card, and it gets people to look at it. But a mailer card has about 7 seconds of impact. So, because, you know, what do you do when you get junk mail? Oh, yeah. Goes in the trash can that fast, right? But if they keep seeing your name, because who follows Grant Cardone here? Okay, so you know what Grant says? Grant Cardone, he says, nobody ever does any business with somebody they don't know. How can you do that? That's one of the things that he says. So you can't be a secret agent. How do you get from being a secret agent to a well-known agent? Pardon? I'm sorry. Amplify yourself, market yourself, get yourself out there, have everything about you uniform, all your colors that you use, make sure your signs, your business cards, your logos, everything is exactly the same so that when they see it, they know who it is, right? So, you know, marketing is extremely important. The people who do the marketing are going to be in that 20%. They're going to make 90% of the income in this kind of market. This is my favorite kind of the market, my very favorite kind of market, because other agents will just stop advertising altogether and I'll keep advertising. If I need to go borrow money to do it, I'm going to go borrow money to do it because I'm going to get business from it because I'm doing it and nobody else is. I live in a neighborhood where every once in a while we'll get a mailer card from an agent I've never heard of because they sold a house on the next street over, and I'll never hear anything from them again. Nothing before, nothing after. Do you think I'm going to remember that agent? Yeah. And that's everybody. That's not just me. The thing about the newspaper, the thing about any marketing, whenever people need your service and they have a tiny bit of familiarity about you, they're going to think about you. So, you know, it may be where your card, your mailer card ends up in their mailbox at the exact time they need a real estate agent, and they've seen that you've been sending that card before. Oh, it's that Dale Ross guy again. So you caught him at the right time. So, you know, my motto is be everywhere all the time. Whenever you can accomplish being everywhere all the time. If you want to farm a particular neighborhood, I have 17 neighborhoods that I farm. If I have time, I'll do the open house myself because that's just another. I have a buyer agent with me because I don't want buyers, but I'll have a buyer agent with me that will talk to the people about the buyer agent. If they talk about listing, buyer agent will flip them over to me. And those are the areas you want to concentrate in. If you're farming that neighborhood, and I recommend everybody pick a neighborhood and farm a particular neighborhood or neighborhoods, start with about 200. That's an easy way to get started. Way back in, gosh, I guess it was 1984. That's how many I originally started with, 200 with the mailer cards. And it's grown to what it is today. But when people need your service and you're in their mailbox, your chances are greater than someone who's not in their mailbox, right? So the thing about this newspaper is I control every aspect of marketing. So far, by the end of October, I had received 397 leads off of this newspaper. So if I get people into my database, then I use a program called Active Pipe to send an email to them. I've got a girl in the Philippines. For $17 a week, she creates this electronic newspaper for me. And I send her all the things that I want on it, send her the listings. And with the IDX now, I'm targeting luxury properties. Everything I send out, I have 4 properties, I have 4 articles to read, and then I write an article. And people love my jokes. They're not my jokes, I just go out and find them. But people really talk more about the jokes. By the way, I put here too, than anything else. Another cool thing about this is I get audience participation because I don't even know what page this, here it is. I always have a coloring contest. And the coloring contest, you know, whenever someone will get between 20 and 30 entries every issue. And we'll pick someone out, and it's not the way they colored it. It's just, you know, just picking them at random, and we'll go out. And I take a stack of $20 bills because if I draw your name, you get $20 if you win the coloring contest. So I go out there, we make a video of me giving them $21 bills. And, you know, I'm cutting up the whole time. Tell them if they have them count with me, and if they lose count, we have to start all over. And I'll, you know, break in and say, hey, do you know whose picture's on the $1 bill? No? Well, where were we? Do you remember how we counted? How many we counted? No? Oh, we have to start all over. Sometimes it'll take 5 minutes to give them this $20. But where does that go? It goes on to social media. So, and who doesn't like seeing the picture they colored in the newspaper in the next issue? So for the grown-ups, I have an article here that says, how do you like your steak? Now, who do you think, or how can you interpret that? You don't know. How do you like your steak? Right there. So as realtors, we get real estate questions all the time, right? So whenever I get a real estate question, they'll either go to my contact me on my website, or they'll just call in and ask a real estate question, and I'll ask them, would it be okay if I use your question in my newspaper? And they say, sure. But if I use their question in my newspaper, I send them a gift card to Perry's Steakhouse for $50. So it gets the adults involved as well. So, thinking about all the little details, and you're not going to get it right all the time. This newspaper is still evolving after so long. But I can tell you, after I am sure I spent $1 million doing things that didn't work. And that's just part of it. You're just going to do some things, they're not going to work. And you give it 3 to 5 months. That didn't work. I'm going to quit that. I'm going to do something else. However, how do you know it's not working? You can kind of feel it, right? But I track where every single lead comes from, and I track how much money came from those particular leads. And Mandy can ask you, we were tracking everything back then, right? And I'm still using the same exact, very low tech, because I suck at most computer stuff, to track everything. So they're just on Excel spreadsheets. I track how many leads I get, where they come from, and how much money comes from each lead. And I mentioned I had so many leads a while ago on here. Not every lead is a lead that's going to do business right now. There are some leads that never do business with me. However, I'm in their inbox every Saturday, and my database has about 9,000 people in it. I start with the A's every single year and call as many as I can, usually about 20 to 30 a day. And also send them emails, bulk emails. Hey, this is Dale Ross. I'm wondering which real estate questions I can answer for you today. Same script every time. And that simplifies things. So one of the most important things about this business is a lot of realtors think we sell houses. And we really are not selling houses. What are we selling? Yourself, right? So yourself has to be at its peak in order to get as many clients as possible and convert those clients. So how many people here have ever heard of the course Language of Sales? How many have taken it? I think I probably put you through it. Whenever I hire anyone, I put them through Language of Sales. It is a required thing that I pay for. I put them through it. That is the most powerful course, in my opinion, that you can take. I don't know how much it is now. It used to be $400, but that is the most, I feel like, impactful course I've ever had. And I didn't even know anything about it when I was with Remax. Whenever I joined Keller Williams, I went to Bold. And Bold, who's been to Bold? More than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. You're probably one of the top producers here, aren't you? All right. So Bold is an interesting course. When I took it, my head exploded. And I liked it so much, took it again. And again. And again. And again. I've had it 5 times. Bold is like the encyclopedia of what you need to know about real estate. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Every week you have a different subject that you talk about. And that's where I got introduced to language of sales. And they give you, it's like a Lay's potato chip. Here, taste this potato chip. They give you that one Lay's potato chip, and you want another one, and another one, and another one. And I had the honor of Diana Kokoska teaching me language of sales personally. At first, it was on a group call, and it was called Bold Plus or Bold Extension or something like that. And there were 10 of us on the call. And one of the times, because you had homework every single week, and you had to email your homework to Diana the day before the course started. You remember that. You did the same thing, I'm sure. On the third time, the third meeting with her, she said, if I call out your name, please say here. And she called out everybody's name. And she said, okay, well, the following people, please hang up the phone after I say your name. And she named out 3 or 4 people right there on the call. She said, if you don't hang up, the next thing you'll hear is a click because you're not doing your homework and you're not committed. And she cut those people from the course right then and there. I mean, don't get in her way when she's walking down the hall because she will run you over. But I highly recommend if you can come here and see her. $30 is very inexpensive to see Diana Kokoska.
All right. I'm going to jump back in here because this is great, but I want to make sure we respect everyone's time. Okay. So I want to take a few questions. Thank you so much, Dale, for being here and sharing how you've been successful. I trust you've all heard how, as a brand new agent, there are ways in which you can market yourself without spending a penny. And there are also ways that, should you decide to invest in your business, you can also do other wonderful things. But the whole point is get out there, be present, and be known. Okay. So we'll take a few questions. If anyone wants to run a mic for us real quick, Esther, I see your hand in the back. We can start with Esther. And then we'll have our all of our sponsors go ahead and start making your way up to the front so we can hear your nuggets of the week. And I know y'all are starving.
Yeah, so what's the name of your publishing company for your newspaper?
DiscoverPubs.com. Discover Publications is the name of it, but discoverpubs.com. Ask for John Peck.
Ask for John. There you go. Ask for John. Okay. What other questions do we have for Dale? Or what did you learn from Dale today? Let's hear some feedback. Renee, is it hot in here? Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Different story.
You say you're very active on social media and you post all the time. The question with regards to I know nothing about computers, social media, nothing. When you post, do you post 100% real estate or you also post personal, items? Right. Whoever works for you posts. Yeah.
We do a mixture of both. Oh,
I can't hear you.
Yeah, we do a mixture of both. We do some fun stuff, but a lot of it's real estate.
Okay.
And, you get a lot of other realtors looking at your post, but, I've had 4 customers, at least 4 people who looked at it this year and decided to call me from it. So it's a mixture of both.
Do you put family pictures in there and stuff, like go on vacation, stuff like that?
Yeah, my wife and I went to Canada about a month ago, and we took some unbelievable photos and sent them to my marketing company. If I could just do off the cuff, do a video, I'll send it to her. And I may do one video, and she can cut it up and make 5 or 6 videos.
Got it.
Out of it. So
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right.
Finally get things turned around, been in and out, up and down. It's so fucking fun.
Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Easy. I've been delayed.
So I'd like to ask about the social media. You said that you do an interview for 2 hours and then later it's cut up into and posted for 2 months.
Right.
So is it like shorts? They're doing shorts for you, and then that interview is like 2 hours. You talk about a topic. Is that how it goes?
It's a series of them making videos and just taking shots, and they'll make memes out of the shots. And then the videos, like I said, I can do even a 3 or 4 minute video, and she may cut it up to the point to where they can make 5, 10, 15 posts out of that.
Mhm.
So I just meet with them for 2 hours every other month. And that's about my involvement. That's it.
Okay, what is your social media name so we can follow you?
Told you my wife signed me up for it, right? I know the girl's name is Jessica Teish. I think it's Jessica Teish Marketing, T-E-I-C-H.
Jessica Teach Marketing.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's it.
Ask Greg for those resources. Greg's here. Ask Greg. Let's do one more question and we'll have our sponsors come up.
When you first started, what worked for you the most that gave you your pop?
Mailer cards.
They mail it for open houses.
Mailers. We didn't really do open houses
Yeah.
back then. But let me tell you, when we used to do mailer cards, how that went. Now you send you all your information to the people who send it and they mail it out for you. Back then,
Right.
we had a stack of just listed and a stack of just sold cards in the equipment room. And you went back there and you got however many you wanted. Then you got a stamp, and the stamp had a bunch of lines on it. And in the box of the stamp, there was a bunch of letters and there was a bunch of numbers in there. And you took it 1, 2, 3, A, N, Y, W, H. That's how we did it. We put them together. By the time you got finished, your fingers were so stained you couldn't get the stain off. Mine were constantly stained.
Good news though, there's easier ways to do that kind of
Yeah.
stuff now.
And then you got the postcard and you did this, literally. That is the way it first started.
But I think the message though, and I'm not mic'd up, but I'm loud, is start with something and then make sure that you're doing that one thing for enough time to track a result. All too often when it comes to, newer agents or even some of our seasoned agents, when it comes to marketing, they'll go, oh, well, I hosted one open house and no one showed up. But I love that you said for every 10 open house visitors that come in, not houses that you host, visitors that show up, you can expect to convert one of those. Okay. So it's the consistency piece has to be there with whatever you're intending to do.
Right.
Do you have a question? You did, Sherry. Okay, and I also get Sherry's postcards, by the way. So, okay, thank you so much, Dale. Round of applause for our special guest today.
Thank you guys for the
Thank you
opportunity.
so much. I don't know if he's gonna hang out or leave, but if he's still here and you find him, talk to him. Okay, our partners, come on up. I think I have a slide for this. I don't even know where the clicker is. Norman, help me. Okay. Help, Norman, help. Help.
Don't do that.
Hold it.
Okay. There we go. Hello. To piggyback off of what Dale said, if y'all are new agents and you're like, well, who the heck do I mail to? We have a software that you can get in there and do your circle prospecting and farming in all the different areas that you would like to. So contact me for that. This week in all of our meetings and across social media, we're talking about closing costs. That's the #1 question I get from agents is, can you explain closing costs to my clients? So we made a pretty little purple flyer for you guys. It goes over the different fees that are associated with the title company and what you will see at closing. Also, last thing, friendly reminder, hang out with me. We're making vision boards after lunch. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you. I'm going to give it to the ladies.
Hello, Keller Williams agents. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Anna Dittamore with Fidelity National Title. And first of all, I want to thank everyone for your business. We greatly honor and appreciate you. Today, I've brought with me our new business development manager, Priscilla. I think a lot of you know Priscilla. She's been in the business for over 30 years. A lot of you have done business. A lot of you have done business with Priscilla, and we are overjoyed to have her here. Also today, we have 2 of our escrow officers, Amy and Peggy. We have 4 in our office, myself, and I hate to say this, but we have over 100 years of experience combined. Oh, it's one of those things that we have to, I have to tell you. So again, we appreciate you. We have here today our sales manager, Lisa. She's been with Fidelity for over 20 years. We are located in Sugar Land. We appreciate you, and I'm going to let Lisa say a few things. And again, thank you all for your business. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Anna. For those of you that are following Riley with us on social media, as she is off on her adventure in Australia, if you didn't know, that'll be fun to watch, and she's going to stay in contact with us. Priscilla is literally started Monday with us, and of course, she's overly qualified. Love to meet with you. We had our Tom Ferry play call on Monday. And there's some amazing marketing strategies that he gave us for really setting yourself up to do a jump ball and jump start in January in 2026 with some of I think he gave us the stat that there's a 56% increase in listings that have withdrawn year over year for the holiday season, which is going to set everybody up for that opportunity to go out and try to capture those listing opportunities in January. He gave us some great marketing strategies. We'd love to share them with you. Reach out to any of us, and we're happy to meet one-on-one and help set you all up to win. Thank you, and we appreciate you all.
How you doing, guys? Matthias with Home USA Mortgage. A couple of things in the mortgage world. Who in here has heard about the potential 50-year mortgage term? Who have y'all got any questions on that? How's that going there? Yeah. Okay. So we don't know if it's gonna happen. Okay. But just a heads up, it's probably not a great thing for our clients. You know, it's almost like putting a Band-Aid on a huge crack, right? So in about a $450,000 loan, it's about a $300 that they're saving a month, right? So it is not, you can, if they bring that up, they're like, oh, well, I'm going to save a ton of money. The answer is probably no. You're going to be paying hundreds of $1,000s more in interest over the span of 50 years, right? So I just wanted to touch base on that because we have heard that. Second, starting November 16th, FHA minimum credit score that will get approved eligible through our underwriting system, automated underwriting system, will get removed. So there is a chance that clients with credit scores that are 620 or less will be able to get approved eligible, which is great news. How will that work? We don't know exactly. They're going to go on a case-by-case basis. So there's going to be a ton of we don't know, but it's great because oftentimes if it was 620, the automated system will kick them out. Now it will kind of take a deep dive into their credit history, and it'll tell us if they could potentially get eligible. So this is huge news for all of us, and hopefully a huge kickstart to 2026. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Thank you for your time.
Hello. My name is Naz. I'm in Orbit Title. It's been a month I joined Orbit Title. Many of you I think, met Deborah, that she was here and she was awesome. We are on 4th floor. We are residential and commercial title company. And I just want to let you know that we have this AI class tomorrow right here at 12 at noon. It's a long class, it's 3 hours because it's covering lots of things from marketing, lead generation, content creating. So, and we have a raffle for 1 flight ticket and 2 hotel nights. So if you want to join us, we love to see you all tomorrow. If you want to win a trip for Christmas. And you have to register this QR code. Play with me, sometimes it's not working, but the link is here. And if you don't register, it doesn't matter, show up. I just want to know for the lunch. And we are going to have a paint and sip. That's already told you. You can paint something. I'm going to teach all of you to paint something for Christmas gift. You can paint a lot, 10, 20, and then give to your friends and family. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for Keller Williams. Thank you to guys. See you. Bye.
Okay, what have we forgotten? Nothing? Y'all go eat. Thank you for being here. Have a great day. Yay, food.